gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running around chasing you, 'cause I got better things to do. Chasing somebody who loves me too. Loves me too.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I do to curl my hair and how I achieve this look. So let's get started. Alright, so I washed my hair last night and let it dry by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is just brush through it really quick. This is the finger brush by Olivia Garden, and I have been using this for like maybe 8 years. It's my favorite brush because it is really gentle on your hair and it like doesn't pull. Alright, so now that we have brushed through it, I'm going to take my scrunchie. I love using scrunchies because they just don't pull your hair so tight and they're just way more comfortable. So we're going to divide this into one bottom section. I like to do the bottom section small just so that you can really get underneath here. So this next step is really the most important thing that I have found that makes the biggest difference in your curls. So in order for your curls to stay and just look really beautiful and voluminous, you really need to have moisture in your hair. So I like to take, this is my favorite hair product. I've literally been using this for like 5 years. It is my ride or die. It is the Moroccan Oil Smoothing Lotion. So this is basically like, I'm almost empty, so I'm going to have to dump some out, but it is basically like a leave-in conditioner. So I will use this whenever I get out of the shower and my hair is wet. I have to have this product or my hair will be so dry. My hair texture is actually very dry and coarse, as you can see. So as soon as I get out of the shower, I apply this all throughout my hair, and I use this right before I curl my hair to put the moisture back in my hair before I curl it. So think of it like when you're ironing. If your clothes are like dry and brittle, it's not going to get the creases out very well. So you like spray it with some water or some spray and the creases come out. So it's basically the same thing with your hair. You really need moisture in your hair for it to curl well. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is grab my straightener and smooth out the top portions of the hair and like underneath here, because I just want the curl to look smooth and like all in one piece. Okay, so the curling iron I use is the Bio-Ionic Gold Pro. This is the 1.25 inch. I absolutely love this curling iron. So we are going to take a section. This is probably about 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick. And then just get everything else out of the way. So you need to make sure that you're curling everything away from your face. So this side I will curl out this way, and then this side I curl out this way. So everything just looks better if you're curling it away from your face. I am going to, I put this on 370 as well. So you're gonna place the curling iron behind the hair and wrap it around, making sure that the hair is flat against the curling iron. You don't want it twisted up. You want to make sure that it's like hitting the base of the curling iron, and I try to get it as close to my scalp as possible. So I'll hold it for a few seconds till I feel like it's ready. And then I release. So it does look really curly right now, but they will fall and look really just big and voluminous, and that is the look that I love. So what I mean by flat against the curling iron, you don't want it to be like bunched up and just like doing it around like that. I mean, it will still give you a pretty curl, but it's just not the look that I go for. So behind the hair, and then wrap around. And I'll kind of twist it around with my finger as I do it around, just to make sure that it lays flat. So I like to start as close to my scalp as possible because that is going to give you the most body if you want it to look really big and voluminous. Now for the next section, I don't like to take too big of sections at a time just because it's harder to deal with. So I'm going to put a little bit more hair down. I'm about to take my straightener and smooth this out again, but I like to push all of the stuff that I've already curled to the back so that way it doesn't get tangled in.
In the beginning, I just didn't know that you're an enemy I held too close. Now I know, 'cause you did everything to prove me wrong. You were not the guy I thought. Now I'm beating you what you own. What you own. What you own.
And as for this piece, I don't want to make it like a ringlet because that wouldn't look very natural. So I'm just gonna like do a little pass and then boom. Don't hold it for very long.
What you own. What you own. Yeah, 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 yeah. What you own. Yeah, 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 yeah. What you own. What you own. Yeah, 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 yeah. What you own. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Same thing with this side. Just wrap it around really quick, hold it for a couple seconds, and then let go. I just think it looks more natural that way. So I guess I can talk about how I care for my hair. So I wash it about twice a week. My hair doesn't really get greasy or oily, so I can get away with washing it not that often, but I do that because washing your hair very often actually really dries out your hair. So, and I will link all the shampoo and conditioner and stuff I use down below. Whenever I get my hair cut, I always ask for long layers and to frame it around my face. So I like to, if I part my hair in the middle, I like to have like shorter pieces going down this way and just like long layers. Okay, so when it comes down to the last portions of your hair, the top layer, I like to like part it how I want to part it before I curl it. So if you want to do it down the middle, then make sure you do that first. But I'm going to start with this bigger section on the right. I'm going to half this and then just toss the other side this way for now and tie it along with this. Everything up until here, I have been curling it all the way up to my scalp. But these front pieces right here, not so much back here, but just towards the front, I like to start the curl a little bit further down. Just it helps it look more natural, just so it's not like a ringlet like right at the front of your face. So another product I like to put in my hair when I'm curling it, it just helps restore the moisture. It is a shine spray. So this is the bamboo candy oil and I absolutely love this product. So I'll just spray it in there, and I know you might think that this is going to make your hair greasy, but it basically just helps the curl look really smooth. So for this section, since it is towards the front, I am going to start the curl about right there instead of all the way up to my scalp. Now I'm going to take the rest of this section.
Slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive. If you hadn't run away, every time I asked to stay, you would sleep right next to me tonight. But you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play, and you couldn't handle that I had my ways around your mind.
So now for this very front section, I am going to divide this in two, leaving the front portion a little bit smaller.
I'm a winner, babe, but you didn't win this, it's a part of the game.
Okay, and then I start this one about halfway down. Just like that, and I still have this section to do. I like to save the small section for last. Alright, so I'm gonna take this back portion. And then this right here will be the very last piece. So halfway down. I really don't like this piece to be too curled. I kind of like to make it look more loose. Boom. Okay, so now we're gonna kind of just shake everything out. I will take my fingers and run through it a little bit, and if I see any pieces that need to be touched up, I will do that now. My favorite hairspray that I use is by Living Proof. I like to take it right here in the front because I always have little baby hairs sticking up.